Obviously, I've got some more playing around to do with this. But we'll figure it out. You know what band this is?
Dude, this is bad. I love it.
Do you know the band? They're called Despite. They're like a Swedish or Nordic head rocking band.
I love that intro.
All right, Leadheads. What is this intro? What's playing now? Oh my gosh. So, welcome in to the 2024 first edition of the Talking Lead podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Leadheads, Leadhead Brigade. I've got new toys that I'm playing with here, so it's probably going to take me a good month to figure out all these new toys. And we kind of played around with it on the last episode, the AK Corner, the season finale of the AK Corner. And if you hadn't had an opportunity, make sure you go back, check that out. The video's up. We did it live. That's like that's the first podcast that I've done live in a long time. It was the first AK Corner that we did live. So it was a good time.
It was a lot of fun watching.
Yeah. So Ton was in the audience watching it. He was kind of being my eyes out there in spectator land to let me know how it looked on his end.
And stirring up a lot of crap.
And stirring crap, which you're good at. You're good at doing that. So, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's not quite the New Year as we're recording. It's the weekend of. So, Happy New Year to everyone. And we'll talk about what we did, Ton and I did on New Year's on a next regular episode. So, we can't talk about it now because it hadn't happened.
Yeah, not yet. It's about to.
It's about to. So 2023 is behind us in the rearview mirrors. It was a great year, super year for Talking Lead. We had some amazing episodes. So make sure you guys go back, peruse through 2023's episodes. I know you're going to find one you liked. We had some awesome guests on. We had a lot of authors. On. Had Brad Thor joined us. Had Stephen Hunter. You know, Stephen Hunter, the author of the Jimmy Lee Swagger books.
Yeah, you had actually quite a few.
Yeah, he's got a lot in that series. Most people will know him by the movie Sudden Impact. Was it Sudden Impact? Not Sudden Impact. Shooter. Point of Impact is the book that was his first series in that. So Stephen Hunter, we had John Gilchrist on. We had Jack Carr. Did I say Jack Carr already?
Jack Carr. Oh, God, that was a great one.
Jack Carr. And new to the novel book writing, but not new to our listeners, Jim Shockey, the great Jim Shockey, has his first book out.
I listened to that episode probably 4 times.
That was a amazing episode. Really enjoyed that. Had a good time with him. It was a bittersweet one because his wife just passed away. But it was a great interview with him, and he was a lot more open than I was expecting him to be. So make sure you go back, check that out. We had the SHOT Show episodes. Had a lot of good shows from SHOT Show. The MMA superstar Andre Arlovsky, we had him on. I don't know. I think he made a comeback this year. I don't know if he's still doing MMA or not. But at one time, he was the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
That was another really good one. You had a lot of good episodes this year.
I know, man. There's a lot. I was trying to go through and remember them all. I made a few notes, but I mean, there was a lot of good episodes. A lot of exclusives that were announced on the show. We just had Mean Arms on a few episodes back, and he made some exclusive news episodes and dropped a discount code. Got several new discount codes for you leadheads for the year 2023 that will be extended through 2024. And one of those being with my guest who's joining me today. I didn't introduce you, Ton. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Ton Jones is joining me to kick off this 2024 season. Ton, welcome in, brother.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming back. I know it's been a hectic, busy time of year for you, and you still got a few more days left of that hecticness.
Oh man, it's chaos but fun.
Chaotic but fun. I hope this is recording. So I'm just again.
It says recording. Okay, I see it up here in the corner.
All right, so I'm using this new system. It's called StreamYard. You can see it's up here on the video if you're watching the video. I'm using their free version of this. I don't know if I want to invest in it yet or not. So I'm just trying it out. We're going to see how it works. But it worked great for the AK corner, and I wasn't in charge of it then. Dooley was doing all the controls, so this is my first time doing the controls of everything. So we'll see how it goes.
Whiskey River Beef, farm to table with a twist. Come along with us on a quest towards achieving self-sufficiency in food production and fostering a robust local food source to promote good health. Stock up with premium Tennessee beef, unparalleled in flavor and tenderness. You can be confident that you're receiving beef with no added growth hormones or implants. Always pasture-raised, locally USDA processed, and shipped straight to your home. Whiskey River Beef is grass and whiskey mash fed and finished, and is at least 14 days dry-aged to enhance the tenderness and give you the most robust flavor imaginable. Go to whiskeyriverbeef.com today to order. Visit us on Instagram at Whiskey River Life and on Facebook at Whiskey River Beef LLC. Whiskey River Beef is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
But talking to 2024, we're welcoming back to the sponsorship of the show, Kel-Tec. I'm wearing one of their hats here, one of their hoodies. What do you call these? I call them toboggans. What do you call them? Beanies.
Toboggans, really, bro?
Toboggan.
Toboggans.
That's what we grew up calling them.
Is that like a cranking case?
Cranking case. Cracking. So thanks to Kel-Tec for coming back as a returning sponsor. This is like their, I don't know, ninth year sponsoring show. So, Mission First Tactical, of course. Do you got something you wanted to hold up from Mission First Tactical that you've been?
Oh yeah,
Ton got a new laser engraver.
Dude, this is one of my favorites, and right there, yeah.
So this is like one of the first things that he's printed here. On the bottom of one of the Mission First tumblers, he's printed "AKs are better!" Exclamation point! And he's got the new Talking Lead logo. And it says, "Listen or you suck." Listen or you suck.
I love this.
Could be a T-shirt coming soon. Who knows? But that was something big that happened in 2023 as we kicked off the new Talking Lead logo.
Yeah, and that was pretty much in response to the last episode, the live episode.
Yeah, the AK versus AR was our season finale. It was a great episode. We had a packed house. We had Paul Markle. We had Marco, of course, Marco Vordobiv. We had Nick Dooley.
Chad.
And Garth. We had Chad Enos, who is now with, not Kel-Tec, Century Arms now, and our buddy Drew with Century Arms. And
that was a really good one.
Century Arms sponsored our season finale there, the AK Corner. We appreciate them doing that. And we've got some magazines, and I still don't have the finished products yet.
Oh, killing me.
We got some U.S. Palm mags and Mission First Tactical AR mags specially done up for that episode. And if you watch the video on that, I give you an idea of what they're going to look like. I want to turn my background off here. This background's jacking everything up. Again, new system here. I'm learning it as we go. You guys get the pain of me going through this. How do you turn it off?
You have to go to the settings, virtual background, hit none.
There it is. Yeah, Ton doesn't even use this, and he knows how to use it better than I do. So like we did with the last year, we did these AK, the U.S. Palm mags with the Red Dawn theme. Had some of those made up, Red Dawn. We're going to have, and they're coming, and the winners that won them last episode, you're going to get them. They just, it's the season, Christmas season, holiday season. And Mission First, like everybody, they got people that take off and do vacations during that time. So they're a little backed up.
What's a vacation?
But they're coming. Oh, you know better than anybody what a vacation is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ton took a nice little vacation in between his job hiatus.
Yeah.
So Ton is now with Firebird Targets, in case you guys missed the news announcement, Firebird Targets. So congratulations to Ton on his new
Thank you.
His new career there at Firebird.
I get to play with targets that blow up.
Tell everybody a little bit about Firebird Targets, Ton, that aren't familiar with what a Firebird Target is.
Actually, Firebird targets. I have them.
You got a pack there. You got a package. Show us what an actual target looks like.
It is. They come in packs like this. It is a 10-pack, and I brought these home to go actually shoot later, so I'll crack them open right now. Crack them, not cranking.
Not crank. You're gonna crack them.
Yep. Peel it open. And inside, they're these little pucks. There's 2 of them. There's 10
of them in a pack.
10 in a pack. No mixing involved. And on the back, there's a little sticker. All you do is peel the sticker, stick it to a hard surface, and shoot it. No mixing, no messing around, no shake weight. You literally peel the sticker and stick it to a target and shoot it.
And no certain caliber you got to shoot it with or anything like that.
Over 850 feet per second, and it goes off.
There you go.
Now, it is a true signaling device, because if you hit the edge, you get a side flare. It goes poof. If you hit the steel like an IPSC target and you get spalling and it cracks it, it just blows powder everywhere.
Wasted target.
It's a true signaling. Now, if you hit dead center, you get the true reaction, the explosion, the boom.
Yeah.
So that's the payoff. It's for the payoff. It's for accuracy. You shoot them for accuracy, but it's a lot of fun. Real easy.
A lot of different things you can do with those too.
It is.
Like launch a new logo, for instance, and blow up watermelons in your old logo with Firebird targets, which we did.
That was awesome.
You guys can go back to my social media post. We've got some posts on that of using the Firebird targets for that. It was pretty awesome. But we did have those, like you said, some that we hit on the edge and some, with little misfires, but not many of them at all. I mean, we pretty much, and we shot shotguns, we shot 22s, we shot 5.56s at them.
And one of my all-time favorite things is it'll show you on the package. Put them on the bottom of clay pigeons.
Oh. And
driven birds, the birds that are coming at you where you can see the bottom of the clay pigeon. If you could see the logo, you shoot them, and in the midair you get this perfect explosion. And if the wind's right, you get a perfect smoke ring that comes down and hits the ground and just blows apart. It is freaking awesome.
You got a video of that? Is there a video
Oh
of
yeah,
that out
it'll be. There is a video I'm putting together right now for the New Year's video. It's a 2023 recap, and one of the videos in there is that video.
Nice.
It is. You got to. I'll be releasing it New Year's Eve. It is, I think, 60-something detonations in under a minute, and a few other cool tricks that we've done with the Firebird targets over the year. That I'll be releasing that video on Instagram New Year's Eve, and it'll be on mine also.
Okay. So as you guys are listening to this, because this is going to be out the 1st, so it'll be out. It'll be out there to be ready. So Go check out Ton's Instagram. Go check out Firebird Targets Instagram. And if you want some Firebird targets, you can go to their website, which is
It's firebirdtargets.com.
And use the code
Talking Lead 15, baby.
You see how I did that? Right
there? That was actually pretty cool. Look at that.
Yeah, so I got little banners I can pop up now. Isn't that cool?
Hey, you're getting high tech on me, bro.
So there's the code, Talking Lead 15 at firebirdtargets.com. And you get 15% off.
Wow.
Any of their products there. And coming up in an future episode, we've got another announcement that we're going to make from Firebird Targets. We're not going to do it here, but we're teasing it here.
Yes.
New products coming.
We like to do exclusives on the Talking Lead.
We are the show for exclusives. That's right.
Damn straight.
I love it. And yeah, so Black Tie, we're talking about, that's all that got into our new logo with Black Tie Digital. That has helped us with our new logo, and we're doing some other things with Black Tie this year. So we're looking forward to continuing that relationship and that sponsorship with Black Tie Digital Marketing. Also returning Seal One. Seal1.com.
Seal One and Done.
Seal One and Done. Been great, loyal sponsors of the Talking Lead podcast for several years now, and of the AK Corner. And I mean, I don't know how much in prizes that we've given away with our sponsors and friends of the show last year, but it was in well excess of $50,000. Probably closer to like 60 or 70, but guns and all the prizes that we've given away over the years. The dump trays for Mission First Tactical.
With all my parts on them still.
Here, I'll show you one. Here's one that's not got all the parts on it.
Has all my trigger parts on it still.
That one's got the new Talking Lead logo on it. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got one of those. I don't think I even have one of those.
Yeah, I have all my trigger parts. I was taking apart one of my triggers yesterday.
That's what they're perfect. They're perfect for armorer's trays, man. That's what I use mine for.
Yeah.
Taking apart stuff.
That's exactly what I was doing. Cleaning, I was redoing a trigger.
When I'm cleaning. We had an exclusive on the Buckmaster 2.0, the release of the Buckmaster, the Combat Dive Knife from Buck Knives. We had CJ Buck, we had Rich Nyman, and we had Commander D.T. Coulter, former commander of the Navy SEALs. And I got another one in the mail the other day for my Christmas present from Rich. So this is the combat. This is a prototype. This actually was one of the prototypes. It's a little bit bigger than the finished product, but that was cool. That was awesome. Project that they've been working on, and I've kind of been working on with them for the last 4 years. So we were glad to see that come to fruition. Going to be available, I think, first of the year for the public. They're going to probably make some announcements at SHOT Show.
Damn.
About that. So that was a good time. That was fun. Enjoyed doing that. What else? What other episode? I mean, there was a lot of good stuff.
We did the exclusive on the Arrow gun release this year. That's
right. When you were with
Air Force
Air Guns. They came out with an air gun that shoots arrows. They call them bolts, but arrows.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Came out with a bunch of stuff this year. Holy crap.
We had Bursa on with Raphael. Raphael made some exclusive announcements on some new things coming from Bursa, things you wouldn't normally expect. They've moved to Georgia. They're manufacturing down in Georgia now, so made in the USA. They're doing ARs, and they've got some other cool things coming. So go back, check that episode out. When we went to the Iraq veteran, we did a little recap of that episode. That was fun, hanging out with everybody there. Greg Coker, that was one of my favorite episodes this year, was having Greg Coker on. He's an author. He's a former Little Bird pilot. They were with the SOAR group.
Yeah.
But anyway, those guys, awesome people. And then Greg had some stories that he was telling us about one time where he was shot down during an operation. And that was cool. So make sure you go. And he makes knives now, so he's a knife maker. I got to get him on to talk about the knife. We didn't talk much about knives that episode, but to get him back on, talk about knives. That was a fun episode. We had STA Blades on. That was another good. That's who introduced us to Greg Coker.
I like that episode. That got me obsessed with their website.
We had the episode with the return of TN Outdoor Nines podcast channel, or not podcast, but YouTube channel. Tommy at TN Outdoors 9. He's back. He's doing videos. He's doing ammo analysis and testing. So all you guys that have missed Tommy, he's back. So go back, check his YouTubes out. And he's on Instagram now, too. He's been making more posts on Instagram, too, which was nice. What else? We had Becky on from the Maui fires. And she was talking about, the tragedy and everything that's going on there. And we hadn't heard much about that anymore. They just kind of swept that under the rug. And with all this crap going on with Ukraine and Israel, and all this money that they've sent to Ukraine and Israel for these wars, where they should have been sending it to our people in need here in the United States, in Hawaii being one of those, and the people that have suffered the loss there. And all those train wrecks, you don't hear any more about those train wrecks, that were in Ohio. And
nope.
Where else were they? There was another place that they had them too.
Why help those in the U.S. that need help?
Yeah, why help our people?
Everybody else.
Why help our people when, which I don't expect the government, the community should pitch in and help anyway. But if the government's going to give money, give it to us. Give it to our people. Put it back into the country. Yeah. Invest back in America. Back into our people.
That would only make sense, bro.
Well, they can't launder it that way. It's easier to launder if they send it to a foreign country.
Yeah.
Then they can launder it and it goes back in their pockets.
Exactly. Texas, we're dealing with the border crisis. And you know what? You come across, you get a free cell phone and a place to live.
Yeah. And what about these so-called sanctuary states that are denying the buses coming from the border into their states now? How about that shit? I guess that's probably time for us to do the jackwagon train.
My favorite part.
We need to bring in the jackwagon train.
Dude, I love the pop-ups now.
Don't you love that?
That is freaking awesome.
Well, see, I was telling you I downloaded music earlier, and some of it went away. So hold on. Gunny is bringing that train in, you guys. It's here somewhere. Hold on. It's coming. Now, what do you hear, Ton? I hear something. I think we should just go ahead and do the jackwagon train. You hear it coming in?
I think we need to do the jackwagon train.
And Gunny, bring that train in. You hear it? Oh, wait, here it is. And now it's time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon train.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
There it is. You know him, you love him. The Gunny, ladies and gentlemen. And he has brought the train in. So now we talk about the jackwagons.
That is awesome. I love this.
It'll be polished, I promise, guys. As I get more and more acquainted with where everything's at, we'll get a little more polished. But it's a good thing we're not doing this live, right?
Dude, this is awesome.
But I can start doing more lives with this too. It just makes it really easy.
I think we should.
So if that's something that you guys would like, more live episodes of the Talking Lead podcast, let me know. Email me. You can email me, talkingled@gmail.com.
And he loves random pictures that you've taken throughout the day.
Of you shooting guns and targets and you exercising your Second Amendment rights in a safe, responsible manner.
You heard him. He likes pictures of you guys exercising.
Your Second Amendment rights.
Remember, send your pictures of you exercising to
Your Second Amendment rights.
talkingled@gmail.com because he loves the gym.
So, Ton, do you have any jack wagons this week?
Oh, yes. Other than, what's her name? Shayna Bellows from the Secretary of State from Maine.
What has Shayna Bellows done from Maine?
Completely kicked Trump off of the ballot for 2024, just like Colorado.
Colorado and Maine have, I would say, unconstitutionally,
Yes.
said that Trump cannot be on the ballot in their state.
Yes, because
How
they
can
decided
they do that?
they took it upon themselves to decide whether he was guilty or not. Even after he was found not guilty,
He
they
hasn't.
decide.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh,
And
he was
they're calling
guilty."
it-
So
and they're still calling it insurrection, which it still hasn't been proven to be an insurrection.
So they took it upon themselves, and she has numerous photos, pictures of her hanging out at all the Democratic Party with Obama and everybody else, shaking hands, kissing babies. And
These people should be arrested for obstruction.
yeah,
Obstruction to the max in our election process. Every one of them they need to have their feet held to the fire and prosecuted to the max for obstruction.
and they decide now, right coming up on
And
the
look-
deadline to print the ballot.
Yeah, and look, I'm not a Trump fan. Now, I've never been like a Trump fan. I mean, I like him better than a lot of the the other options that we've had. And when he was in office, I think he did a good job when he was off the Twitter and not stoking the fires. I thought he did a remarkable job, and he could still have done an even better job had they let him do his job
Yeah,
instead of obstructing the process. But yeah,
And-
I just think he's been treated completely unfair.
it is a complete train wreck.
It's obvious
of
what
our
they're doing.
system.
Yeah, and it's obvious what they're doing, but people are still just letting them do it and get away with it. And
Let's wait till the final hour and then decide that he should be removed from the ballot. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be printing the ballot here in the next couple days. So we don't have time for the legal system to take full course
yeah,
to do their job. But we're going to go ahead and do it now instead of bringing this up.
which is why they do it, because there's not
Yeah.
enough time to really do anything about it. So
But no, this is not because I'm part of the Democratic Party. She's saying that this is the right thing to do. Well, if it was the right thing to do, why didn't you bring this up earlier?
yeah, why wasn't this done earlier?
Yeah.
And why did you just basically verbatim say the same things that Colorado did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been then, of course,
Jack wagons.
Biden and all them for not taking care of Texas when they have thousands of people chanting that they're coming here to Texas and the United States in massive hordes of these people are just coming to the southern border for money, and they're not even half of them are not even from South America or Mexico.
No, they're from other
Yeah.
and all the terrorists that are coming through. I mean,
Yeah, and
here's another thing, and I don't like to get political on this, and we just got a little political, but you got to point out things that are happening and going on for those that may not know. You can go and Google it in depth if you want to, but my jack wagon. I'll go ahead and get on my jack wagon. Are these people that have been not necessarily protesting the Israel Hamas Palestine war, but the ones who have been pro, just out and out, bold-faced, death to Jews, Palestine, Hamas, Hamas supporters, that
yeah,
they're showing their true colors right there. All the people that are against America have been at these protests and these rallies, and they're right there. Because that they are against Israel, not necessarily doesn't mean that they're against America, but yes, they are America because you look at what these people are against. Hamas is against the West.
Yeah.
They're against the Western lifestyle. They're against Christianity. And we are Christians. I'm a Christian anyway. I mean, we're not all Christians, but just our American way of life too. Not
Western
necessarily
culture.
Christianity, not necessarily Christianity, but just our American way of life. They're completely against it. And seeing all these LGBTQ people pro Palestine, where if you were there 10 minutes, they would kill you. You step foot in their country, or you let them come over here and take over. Within 10 minutes, they're going to do away with you. You're done. You're history.
That's
But yeah,
the
you're
amusing
all for
part
that.
for me.
You're all for that. So
We're going to support people that would kill us if we were over there.
yeah, or if they were over here and they had control, which is
Yeah.
what they want, which is what they're trying to do, and that's what you're seeing at all these rallies. Look at all the people that are in our country. I mean, I didn't realize that there were that many already in our country at these universities because we let them in on
Psychopaths?
visas. We
Yes,
let them
there's
in
that
on
many
visas,
psychopaths.
but we let them in on visas. They come in over on educational visas to get an education, a Western education, which they're so much against. So anyway, that's my jackwagons there. I'm not going to say any more about it. You guys get the drift. I'm sure we're
Christmas drivers.
preaching to the crowd. Christmas drivers, just holiday drivers in general, man.
Yep. I now know what the Christmas spirit is all about. Dressing up in horrible Christmas sweaters, putting on your worst Christmas Karen haircut, decorating yourself with candy cane earrings, cussing people out as you're trying to get a gas spot, and fighting for every discount possible and yelling at people and being completely miserable.
So
that is the holiday spirit.
Yeah, and it's not just the drivers, it's just everybody this time of year. So here's another example, and here's another jackwagon. So I live out of the city. I live in the county, and we don't have trash pickup here. I mean, you could pay for it extra if you wanted to, and the county dump is just like 2 miles from my house. So I've never done that. I've always just taken my trash myself. And I've done that for the past, 20-something years that I've lived here. Just taking it myself. And I went the other day, and they started putting up these signs that says residents only. Rutherford County residents only. I'm like, okay, I'm a Rutherford County resident. Well, I own land in other counties, and I've got tags that are from other counties. So I took one of these other vehicles to the dump, and I've taken it many, many other times with this same tag on there, never had an issue. So I'm pulling up, start dumping my trash, and one of the workers comes up to me. He's like, are you a Rutherford County resident? And I said, I am. Have been for 20 years. So I come in this dump for 20 years. Dumping my trash. I was just being nice, polite. I said, yes, sir. He goes, I need to see your ID. I'm like, okay. He says, your tag says, different county on it. I was like, that's understandable, no problem. And I was in the process. I'd already started dumping, and I had 2 bags in my hand, and I was getting ready to drop them off. I said, sure thing. He goes, I need you to show it to me before you dump those. I said, are you kidding me? I said, I'm going to dump these, and then I'm going to show you my ID. He goes, no, drop those and show me your ID. I said, okay. So I dropped them in the dumpster because it was right there. He's like, why did you do that? I said, well, my hands were full for one. I'm not going to set this on the ground. I'm right here at the dump. I'm putting it in the dump, and I've already put half my other trash in the dump. So I got it, and I said, look, Rutherford County, right here. You've seen me here, a million times. I've seen you here. We've talked. He goes, well, you should have shown me that before you started dumping. I was like, I've never had to do it before. Why would I start now? Kind of deal. So we start going this back and forth, and he's like trying to get this attitude with me other than I have every right to look. I just showed you I'm a Rutherford County resident right here. And he proceeds to cuss me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I was like, stop right there. I said, do you have a supervisor here or somebody? He goes, yeah, such and such. He's right over here. I was like, get him. So he gets it. So I have to go through the whole spiel again with this guy of what's going on. And then, of course, he's telling him a completely different story than what happened. He's like, I asked him for his ID, and he didn't show it to me, and he dumped his trash. And I was like, your argument is mute because I am a Rutherford County resident. What you arguing is irrelevant right now. I've already proven that I have every right to do this. So drop it. Get off it.
Yeah.
So this guy was going through and felt he needed to try and lecture me also. I was like, no. I was like, who's your supervisor?
Yeah.
He's like, well, his name's such and such and such. I'll call him right now if you want me to. I was like, please.
Yep. Let's keep moving it along then.
Yeah, let's move up the chain here until I get to the mayor, if that's who I need to talk to. But just dog cussing me. I mean, I was getting ready to throw down right there at the dump over something I've done for the past 20 years that these jackwagons, I don't know what their problem was. I don't know why they had an attitude. I mean, I think one of the guys was drunk anyway. I mean, he works at a dump. I'd be drunk too. So anyway, you guys at the dump, I hope you listen to this show or one of your relatives does. You're jackwagons, complete jackwagons. Now, I finally got to the guy that was over them, and he was real nice and polite and understanding, and he's like, I'm going to have a talk with them. I was like, yeah, we'll see what happens next time I come to the dump, because I'm gonna have to bring the same vehicle.
And they're going to say, let me see your ID.
I'm going to look for that guy. I'm going to go to his lane. Yep. And I've dumped my trash, and I'll show him my ID after I dump my trash again. So, yeah, people's attitudes during the holiday season when it's supposed to be a nice, festive, fun-filled, loving time of year is the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, I've had that discussion with many people, and we now know what the holiday spirit is all about.
Yeah, all the more reason you need to carry.
Yeah, it is an absolute train wreck. And I've actually discussed this with my wife. She's like, why are people so miserable this time of year? I said, because that's the holiday spirit. Because of corporate America.
That's why.
Yeah.
Corporate America has made us this way. They have made us feel that we have to go out and spend so much money to give the Christmas spirit. And that's not what it's about. You know, people have lost sight of what it's about. It's just about being with and spending time with the loved ones that you don't normally get an opportunity, or spending it in a different way that you wouldn't normally get to spend Christmas with your loved ones. And people have lost sight of that, and they think it's about, you know, I've got to get, I don't know how many people I talk to is like, oh, you know, what do you want? What do you want for Christmas? You know, it's like, I don't want anything. I want nothing.
A day off.
I just want us to, you know, hang out, have some good food, good drinks, you know, and watch some TV and, you know, just hang out. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I was actually talking to you the day you had that problem at the dump of the people we just talked to. They're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a rough Christmas this year. We can only get our kids 10 presents each, and Santa can only get them 10 presents each.
It's just like, what? Where does that logic come from?
I was like,
what is that all about?
You have 5 kids, and you're going to...
And it's not normal
our credit cards are maxed out.
Which is why people get stressed, because they're financially usually strapped, you know, and they put a burden on themselves that they don't have to do. You don't have to put that burden on yourself.
Birthday party, and all those kids, out of everybody at the birthday party, those were the kids that were the most unbehaved little hellions. I'm like,
it's typically the way, because they're unappreciative. They expect things.
Yeah.
You know, they're entitled. It's that sense of entitlement that
it's like, if this
not
was
everyone,
Sparta,
but a lot of parents instill in their kids now.
Yeah.
Entitlement. It's the worst thing that you could ever experience.
The holiday spirit is definitely on my jackwagon list.
The holiday spirit. Well, the loss of the holiday spirit.
Yeah, the new holiday spirit.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to relabel it. It's because that's not the holiday spirit. The holiday spirit is something joyous and wonderful, and That is
my
not
kids'
the
version.
holiday spirit.
My kids' version of the holiday spirit, I love. They're like, they were happy to make gingerbread cookies with my wife.
Yeah.
They were ecstatic. And my 4-year-old was so happy to play laser tag. And my wife.
That's what it's about. It's like it's spending time and doing things that you love doing with your family and being able to do it because people get off. It's like, hey, I don't have to go to work the next day or, the next 3 or 4 days, whatever it may be. I've got some time, kick back, relax, spend it with
my poor wife took Cooper, my oldest son, to another birthday party, and I was watching the 4-year-old Levi. I went to the store and bought 60 glow lights and 320 yards of Christmas ribbon.
Oh my gosh.
We made a force field fort throughout the whole house, a continuous line
awesome.
of 320 yards, 6 feet off the ground, strung it through the whole house, interwoven web of Christmas ribbon.
Yeah.
Tied it to the ceiling fan, doorknobs, hinges.
Oh my gosh.
To deer mounts that were on the wall. Everything. And everywhere it intersected, we hung glow lights. Turned off the lights, and when my wife got home, she's like, what did you guys do? And he's all, shh, Mommy can't see the force field.
The force field.
And she's like, okay, this is awesome, but what the hell did you do to the house? And as she opens one door, another door would close because you couldn't open 2 doors at the same time.
Nice. I hope you videoed that.
Oh yeah, I posted it, and it was absolutely. That was so much fun. He's all, we need to do this every Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and it was just fun. That's what I enjoy.
And that's what it's supposed to. And if more people would do that instead of worrying about, such and such is going to get me a gift, I got to get them a gift, kind of deal.
Yeah,
and
it was
this kid got 10 gifts,
fun.
and this kid's got to get 10 gifts. He's like,
yeah,
no, that's not what it's about. And if you teach that, that's what it's eventually going to turn into, and you lose the whole Christmas spirit. So
yeah, exactly.
Great point there, and that's a great tip for what other parents can do. So I don't have kids, so I don't have to go through that.
Yep,
just I don't have to do that.
And we made popcorn, hot chocolate, made force field forts.
You made some Whiskey River beef too, buddy.
Oh, dude!
You cooked up some nice ribs, a nice
brisket.
A brisket also, yeah.
Yeah, I cooked a lot this year.
I cooked up some ribeyes. Finally had an opportunity to grill the ribeyes from Whiskey River beef. They're like 2-inch thick ribeyes. Oh my gosh, just juicy, mouth-watering. I did a slow grill. I put them on the grill, put it on the low heat, grilled them for like 20, 25 minutes on the low, and then I turned it up high, got it like scorching hot, and then I seared each side of it. So good.
I did a 14-hour low and slow smoke on that brisket, and we took the brisket over to our friend's house for the Slovakian Christmas, where all of her friends from Slovakia got together, and all the kids, 8 boys that are under the age of 6, for Christmas. And I cut up the brisket. And as I cut it up, I had one little piece, just a little piece of bark. And I was like, oh, this is really good, really juicy. I cut it up, made all the kids' plates, sliced up for the adults, and I started cleaning up everything. I turn around, it was gone.
Oh,
all I got was that little piece of bark.
Little piece of bark. Oh man! Don't you know, as the chef, you got to cut you off a little side piece to put over? You should know that by now.
I was like, I wanted it so bad, bro.
I mean, that tells you how good it was. But if you guys want to experience the Whiskey River beef flavor, you can go to whiskeyriverbeef.com. And this code still should be good. It was supposed to only go until the end of the 2023. But WRB 2023. If it doesn't work, let me know. We're gonna be doing a new code anyway coming up, and we've got that giveaway. So the next normal Talking Lead episode, we're going to announce the winner of that $100 Whiskey River Beef gift card. And all you had to do was go to whiskeyriverbeef.com, go to their website, and on their Contact Us tab, fill that out. It's just your name, email address. If you want to leave a comment, you leave a comment. Let them know you're a leadhead. If you're hearing this, you can probably still do that because the next episode is when we're going to announce the winner of that gift card. And we're going to have more giveaways with Prentice and Whiskey River Beef throughout the year 2024. So make sure you're listening, paying attention. Follow them on Instagram, Whiskey River Life, on the grams. Follow them there. He's going to be doing more and more on the Instagram. He's not gotten real active on there yet, but he's going to start doing more and more on there. And then, of course, watch Tun's channel because he's the chef. He's the one that can really do up, a good cooking of that meat and present it well. I just cook it and eat it. I was like, the hell with filming. I want to eat this stuff. I got too much drool coming out of my mouth when I'm cooking. I can't film.
I
sent you a picture of the ribeye, though.
Yeah, that one took a while, too. But the brisket, I started at 2 a.m. so they can have it the next day. Low and slow, pulled it about 10 a.m. the next morning, wrapped it in butcher paper, finished it off, put it in a sealed ice chest to let it rest.
Oh, yeah, you did it right.
Took it over there, sliced that bad boy up. Even the kids were just devouring it. And they said it was so good, and just the little piece of bark I had was delicious, and I was looking forward to it. I turned around and it was gone. There was not even any fat left. I was like, oh. I was like, come on, man.
It was so good.
I was looking forward to it.
Manufacturing is alive and well in Woodstock, Georgia, where some of the most innovative firearms solutions are created. From whiteboard to final assembly, Mean Arms designs, prototypes, and builds problem-solving products in the United States of America. Products like the Endomag, made from specially formulated proprietary polymers. The Endomag converts a 5.56 magazine to 9mm. Or the first of its kind, Mean Arms bearing delay upper receiver system that's a safer approach than conventional 9mm blowback alternatives. It's this innovative spirit that makes Mean Arms a trusted provider for the most unique firearms solutions. So, if you're looking for the most innovative domestically produced firearms products in the market, you're looking at it. To learn more, visit meanarms.com today.
So, if we had your family on here, you would be their hero. I guarantee it. Or your neighbors, the house that you went to. I'm torn between my next jackwagon or hero here.
Oh.
And your wife is she's originally from
Slovakia.
And they've got a tradition in Slovakia. It's called Name Day. Tun was telling me about this.
Yeah, Name Day.
It's called Name Day. And
yes.
I'm like, what is Name Day? So he's explaining it to me. I was like, well, that's a birthday. He's like, yeah, basically. He said, but it's recognized by the church. The church does this. I was like, okay, so they get a birthday and they get a name day? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, what do they do on name day? Well, you go out to eat, you give presents. And I was like, come on now. I said, that's just another excuse to get presents and celebrate me. That's what your birthday's for. But in Slovakia, they get 2 of those days. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm torn because I don't know. Because it's not a commercial made up thing. It's something that the church did. It's like a religious thing on top of the birthday. So I don't know. I'm torn between hero and jackwagon for that. But because
your name day falls on
my name
November
day?
11th.
Mine?
Yours is November 11th.
That wasn't my birthday, though.
Nope. But your name day is November 11th.
So how do you determine when your name day is?
It's on the name day calendar. Type in your name. It's type in name day calendar and put your name.
Okay. So that's what. So just anybody named that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do they know everybody's names? What if your name is Shaniqua?
Your Latin name day calendar is January 15th.
Is it Marty or is it David?
Marty.
So David.
So
David's my real name.
So name day for David.
Yeah. It would be your first name, right? Is that what they go by?
Yeah.
Your first given name?
For Saint David of Wales.
Saint David? Why have I got to be named after Saint David?
No, that's because it falls under usually the saints.
Sure.
So
when is that?
National David Day.
National David Day. I love it.
Yeah.
David.
St. David's name day is on June 26th of each year.
June 26th. So I get to have a name day June 26th, Leadheads.
June 6th of each year.
Take me out to eat June 26th. Come to town. You can take me out
and
to
depends
eat.
on which saint you were named after.
What about Ton? Is Ton on there?
Name day for
Ton. What about what's another weird name? Gaston. So Gaston Glock just passed away recently. I was going to talk about that. So do they have Gaston on there? Is that a Latin name?
Let me see.
So what if it's a Hebrew name? Are they racist in Slovakia?
Gaston, November 8th.
Oh, so that is one.
Yep. And depending on what saint, it could be either February. Also,
what about for? I was trying to think of a Muslim name. What's a Muslim name? Hassan. What's his name? Hassan. Is there something for Hassan?
How the hell do you spell that?
Wait a minute. What was the guy we shot in the face? The terrorist guy. Osama. There you go. Look up Osama. I'm just being facetious. We're not going to look all these up. So I found that interesting that they have that holiday. And
no name day.
Is that just in Slovakia or is that the whole?
No, that's all. That's most European or Latin.
All European. Okay. That's the first time I'd heard of that. So interesting. And Ton just celebrated his wife's name day last night. And he was a good hubby. Took her to dinner. Where'd you go?
We went to Outback Steakhouse.
Outback?
Yep.
Was it a disappointment after all the Whiskey River beef you've had? Not really. Well, Outback's not
rough.
bad.
I enjoyed the bloomin' onion.
I love their bloomin' onions.
And it's funny, when I go there, I refuse to have steak because it.
Yeah. So what do you get? Shrimp on a bobby?
I had coconut shrimp and chicken.
Coconut shrimp. Good move.
Coconut shrimp, chicken, and broccoli.
Bloomin'
because
onion.
It's in season.
Now I like Texas Roadhouse's bloomin' onion better than
without
Outback's.
a doubt. But Texas Roadhouse here, they just opened one, so everybody and their mother's been flooding that place, and it's impossible to get in.
Gotcha. We just had a Firebird open up here. You heard of Firebirds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just had one, and me and Prentice actually went the other night and tried it out.
What?
And I liked it. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. All right, so any more heroes, Jack Wagons? We're going to wrap up the train.
My wife for holding it together and not killing us all through the holidays. She's my hero.
She cussed me a little minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
I found that funny.
That's another reason she's my hero.
I was like, a name day? Who in the hell gets 2 birthdays? Come on.
Yeah, it kills me because it goes, we got, Mikuláš Day.
What?
Which is Mikuláš Day. It's another Slovakian
Oh my gosh. How many
yeah.
holidays do they have there? Is this a national holiday?
Yeah, it's they get their stockings on December 6th. That's when the angels or Mikulash decides if the angel or Satan or the angel or devil decides if they get the children get their presents or coal, candy or coal on that day.
Okay. And that's the 6th. That happens. So is this tied in with Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. And who's Mikulash? Is that Santa?
Mikulash is like Santa.
Okay. Is that their Santa? Or do they also have a Santa? A Saint Nick.
Yeah. I just live here.
Okay.
But that's
All right.
Mikulash Day. Then we have Christmas. Then we have my wife's name day. Then we have New Year's. Then we have her niece's birthdays, her grandma's birthday, her birthday, and her mom's birthday, all in the same block.
Of January?
No, that's February.
In February.
But
well, you got to add me in there. Because
yeah, we got Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Then a week later, it's all their birthdays.
Good Lord. Save
I'm
up. But again, there you get into these commercially created holidays like Valentine's Day. I think birthdays were like commercialized too.
It would be easier if it was commercial for them because they don't want something commercial. They want something made from the heart.
From
By
Valentine's
that time,
Day?
yeah, even on Valentine's, they don't want something commercial. They don't want something bought. They want something made. They want something that comes from the heart. And by that time, I just got out of the holidays. I'm preparing. Just got done with shot.
Hey,
preparing for Ewa, and I ran out of heart.
gift cards. That's my heart. That's what I give for gifts or gift cards because you get exactly what you want that way. I'm the world's worst gift giver. You do not want me going out and picking something out for you. If you don't tell me what you want, you get a gift card.
That's
from Amazon. From Amazon.
I tell my wife, here's the credit card. Here's your budget. I'll watch the kids go free.
Yeah.
That's happy birthday.
I get mixed reactions on the gift cards because people are like, oh, you didn't put any thought in that whatsoever. I said, actually, I put a whole lot of thought into that. There's a whole lot of thought going into a gift card. And I proceed to tell them about all the, sucky gifts that you would get if I were to pick out gifts for you.
If you don't like the gift card, give me 30 minutes after Taco Bell. I'll work on your next present.
Exactly. So unless you tell me exactly what you want, you're getting gift cards from me.
Yeah,
and
a
people,
gift card.
And I tell people the same thing. Is like, what should I get you? I was like, well, nothing. But they're like, I insist. I'm going to get you something. I was like, okay, well, you can get me ammo, or you can get me like a gift card, and I'll say from a certain place. Because don't get me a gift card to.
Yeah. You give me Starbucks gift card, I'm punching
Starbucks,
your
exactly.
eye.
I don't drink coffee. Yeah, you get me a Starbucks. That's like you don't know me at all, kind of.
Yeah, dude. And
you don't know me at all.
I say, I'll tell people all the time, give me a gift card. They'll know I need to get you something else. Tell me what you really want. I say, a box of 45.70. They're like,
that's $100 right there.
I said, then give me a gift card.
No, but you tell people that don't know anything about ammo. They're okay, box 45.70. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get you. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just one box. It's only 20 rounds.
Just give me one. No, I'm going to get you 2 boxes. Okay.
Cool.
Feel free.
Perfect.
So that's my philosophy on gift giving, no matter whether it's birthday or, whatever it may be.
Give me a gift card because when I want to get something I want when I need it.
Yeah. Get me a gift card, and I'm fine with that too because exactly. I can go to Amazon and I can get exactly what I want that way. And if 10 people get me gift cards, then I can stack them.
Damn,
I can get something really nice that I really like. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazon or Best Buy. I'm not going to go wrong either way.
Yeah. Either one. But yeah, you got to kind of know your person too on the gift card. So like restaurants, you know.
Yeah.
Don't give somebody a vegan card if they're named Ton Jones. Don't give them a vegan gift card to go to a restaurant. But like
give
Texas
me a gift
Roadhouse,
card to give
Taco Bell, you know, I love all those places. So.
Give me a gift card to get a pedicure. I'm all over that. Some lady that's pissed off that a fat bastard came and sat down to get a pedicure, she's going to take it out on my feet, and I'm going to love every minute of it.
I did get a massage gift card, too, so that was awesome.
Dude.
I'm going to cash that in probably as soon as we get off the recording here. So we'll schedule that appointment as soon as we get off here. But so I don't know where I was going with that, but there you go.
We're on the heroes.
We're on the heroes. Yeah, there you go.
Heroes and name days.
And then I mentioned Glock. Gaston Glock recently passed away. For those who don't know, he's the creator of the Glock pistol. Yep. So he passed away, and there's been like endless memes on the socials posting the newest, latest billionaire, his wife. I don't know who his wife is. Apparently she's like some young thing or something. I don't know. Is that what it is, or is she old?
Yeah. No, she's not too young.
I don't know. I don't keep up with them. But we were making predictions, Ton and I.
Catherine.
And you know, all these years that I've done interviews with Glock and the people there, Corey, and what are you laughing at? Ton has found something.
Yeah. In 2011, Mr. Glock married Catherine Tishkinov, his nurse, after he had a heart attack. His nurse after he had a stroke in 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the nurse that he married?
Yeah, it was his nurse.
Okay. I mean, good for her. She's smart. She married wisely, I guess.
Holy mother of God. Yeah, she's younger.
But doesn't he have kids too? I think he's got kids. So
yeah.
But anyway, so as I was saying, you know, I've done all these interviews, and every time, you know, we're like, hey, what's new? What's latest and greatest? You guys ever going to do this? You ever going to do that? And you know, Josh, he's the president over North America. He's always said it's in the mail. It's in the mail. It's in the mail. So I'm anticipating that all these things that we wanted Glock to make in the past are going to start. We're going to start seeing those. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just guessing that Gaston probably had a lot with, like, there not being a Glock rifle. You know?
There's only a 50-year age difference between the two.
Between him and his wife?
Yep.
He was like 80-something, wasn't he?
94.
Oh, he's 94?
Yep. Dude, that's a hell of a run. That dude, you got to give it to him.
Yeah. I mean, he goes up there with the Mikhail Kalashnikovs and the Stoners.
Yeah.
And,
dude.
The
mad props to him.
And
mad props to him.
George Kelgren. I mean, he's not dead yet, but, you know, legends.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a run. That's a man that changed the world.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And he stuck to what he did best, guns, handguns. And he never got out of that lane. They stuck with handguns. So, but I think we're going to start seeing possibly some other things come out from Glock now that Gaston's gone. Just a prediction. Let's see. Who else passed away this year? There was some big names passed away this year. Tina Turner passed away. Always loved Tina Turner. Loved her movie. I loved her because she was in that Mad Max movie, Beyond Thunderdome. That was like one of my favorite movies. I loved that. Jimmy Buffett, hero. There's your hero right there. The mayor of Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, passed away. I don't know if you're a big Friends fan or not, but Matthew Perry.
That one got my wife. She was upset about that one.
Yeah, Tia. I mean, she watches Friends every single day.
Yeah, that was
Matthew Perry.
One, my wife was bummed.
You play video games at all? You ever
Yes,
play
I
Fallout? Did you ever play Fallout?
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas?
Yes.
So I don't know if you remember Benny, but he was like one of the main storyline characters. That was voiced by Matthew Perry.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Benny from Vegas. I started replaying that not too long ago. And I was like, that sounds familiar. I looked it up. I was like, sure enough, that's Matthew Perry.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. And then we lost another one of our presidents, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter,
And
yeah.
his wife passed away too. When I was younger, he was in presidency. I always remember I used to impersonate Jimmy Carter when I was younger. Hi, I'm Jimmy Carter. I'd put on these glasses and I'd run around the house saying, hi, I'm Jimmy Carter. I grow peanuts. He's a peanut farmer. Who else? Who else passed? Anybody else notable passed away? Those are the ones that I can think of right off. So another big thing. Anybody else? As you're thinking, another big thing that happened was England finally got a king. King England.
Yeah.
King Charles. The Queen. I guess she passed. Did she pass away last year or this year? Last year, maybe.
Was that last year?
And he just got coronated this year. King Charles. Dictatorship. England. There you go. Twitter became X.
That was a big deal.
Yeah. A lot of people made it a big deal.
Yeah.
Elon Musk took over Twitter. I don't know if he did that last year or 2023, the year before or 2023. But he's kind of a hero, Elon Musk, just because he likes to shake things up.
I love that.
He doesn't follow the norm, libtard.
Ran out of give a shits.
Yeah. Like that. What else notable happened this year? Did you ever follow that Alex Murdaugh murder trial?
Yes. Well, my wife does.
I followed that too. I don't know why I got intrigued with that, but I did. Because it was just like everything points that he did it. So he probably did.
Oh yeah.
He probably didn't do it, but no, he did it. he so did it. He's so guilty.
Yeah.
And I think his other son was in on it somehow too. I think he knew, but he covered it up. But he's like up for another murder or something.
I think he is actually
because his younger son was being investigated for a boat murder or something. The one he murdered.
Yes, the whole family has freaking problems, man.
They all murdered people. So I don't know, but yeah, that was a big deal for 2023. The Chinese spy balloons.
That was a.
Yeah, that's still controversial today. There's still a reason. They're saying that they tapped into one of the internet providers and was communicating back to China through that.
Yeah, let's film everything, then shoot it down after it crosses the U.S.
Yeah, let's let them cross the entire U.S. twice.
Yeah.
And then ceremonially shoot it down.
And not find all of it.
Yeah. And of course, we talked about the Maui fires and the lack of government aid.
Suzanne Summers died this year.
Who?
Suzanne Summers.
That's right. Chrissy from Three's Company. Suzanne Summers passed away. That's right. Forgot about that. Come and knock on our door.
Dude, that was
We've
a
been
good
waiting
time.
for you.
Attention business owners. Are you ready to take your marketing game to the next level? Look no further than Black Tie Digital Marketing, the firearm-friendly, full-service agency that delivers results. We've worked with industry giants like Keltec, Spikes Tactical, and Armalite, and we even designed the kick-ass new logo at Talkin' Lead. At Black Tie, we blend creativity and data-driven strategies to ensure your message hits the mark every time. From high-end custom websites, graphic design, to inbound marketing campaigns, and everything in between, we've got you covered. Your success is our priority. Join the ranks of the industry's top players and give your business the boost it deserves. Experience the power of Black Tie today. Visit blacktiedigital.com or call 1-800-316-8030 to schedule your free consultation. That's Black Tie Digital Marketing, where firepower meets marketing power. Black Tie Digital Marketing is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
That's a good show. What else? Anything else? So, here's something big, dun, 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 that's going to happen in 2024 this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a big announcement to make. So, grab your beverage, grab your chairs. You might want to sit down for this. We have got a new sponsor for the Talking Lead AK Corner, new presenting sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. And it is, dun, 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 drum roll. Give me a drum roll. I wish I had a little drum roll sound on here. Pioneer Arms Corps, USA, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
They are the reason why we started the AK Corps, or they helped us launch. We wouldn't have launched season 1 without Pioneer Arms Corps. It's something I'd always wanted to do, and I never could get anybody behind me. And CJ at Pioneers Arms Corps the first year, he backed us on that, and he is back for season 6. Pioneer Arms Corps, Michael, and I can't say Michael's last name because it's, he's from Poland. He's from Rodham. It's Michalczyk or something like that. Michael Michalczyk. Michael, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I'll get it right on the AK Corner. So we are going to be doing some awesome giveaways that we've been discussing. If you guys can remember the first year what we did, we're going to be something similar to that the first year. So stay tuned, be listening, pay attention, participate, do all the things, because we're going to be doing some awesome giveaways with Pioneer Arms Corps and CJ and Michael and the gang. So we're looking forward to that. So, yes.
We need to go over there and see them.
Go down there?
Or
over in Poland. I did. I went over there. I did a tour. I did a tour of their factory the first year 1 of the AK Corner.
Well,
they flew us over, me and David Fortier and several other people.
Where'd you fly into?
We flew into, I can't remember exactly where we flew into, but we flew out of Bucharest. But we did a tour. We did a whole tour. We went through Czechoslovakia and everything and went to these other 2 factories, this place that makes tanks.
Oh, yeah.
That refurbishes tank. EA, European Arms, something. I can't remember exactly what they are. And then we went to this other place that they have like surplus. They sell military surplus, and they had night vision goggles, and they had amphibious vehicles, and they had tanks, and they had howitzers, and they had there's acres and acres and warehouses full of. It was awesome.
Because I think I'll be back in Slovakia in June, May, June.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll see if we can't maybe organize, get another
tour. We need to go over there and play.
Get another tour. But their factory, one of the cleanest factories, well-ran factories that I've ever been to. And they took us through the process of from start to finish of an AK being made, all the process, the forging, the casting. And they're not doing casting anymore, but the cast stuff that they were doing at the time, but they're not doing casting anymore. But we're going to have CJ and Michael on. They're going to update you on the latest and greatest Pioneer Arms Corps. They're going to be doing a lot of new things, the new products, new firearms, different firearms that they're going to be offering. There's a 22 AK. We talked about it. We kind of teased it at the SHOT Show this year, or 2023 last year. 5.56, they've got a 5.56 AK out, which a lot of people are going, ooh, hitting them in the stomach. But it's still pretty awesome that they're doing a 5.56 AK. I'm going to get one of those. Grom version, underfolder Grom. There's some other things that they've got, too, that we're going to be talking about. But, yes, they are stepping up their game here in America, so we're looking forward to having them on and sponsoring Season 6 of the Talking Lead AK Corner.
That's badass, bro.
That is badass. And they're working with Black Tie also. So just a little hint there on some things to come. So they're stepping up their game. They're serious about it.
We need to go play in Poland.
Dude, I love the food over there too. The pierogies.
Oh my God.
Love the pierogies. The what's the raw meat you eat?
The tartar?
The tartar.
Yeah.
Man.
Tartar on toast, baby.
We had tartar everywhere we went. We had the beef tartar, and they had a salmon tartar or something. It was excellent.
We got to go over there. We'll stop by my wife's family's house.
Let's do it.
We'll go. We've got friends all over that place. Between Poland, Czech Republic, and Slovakia, we're going to be in a food coma.
Well, that's what we did. Our road trip was from Radom to Bucharest, and we toured and stopped everywhere on the way to the airport. But I guess we flew into Poland. I guess we flew somewhere in Poland is where we flew in, and then from there we did a tour of the country to the airport down in Bucharest.
Yeah, because I usually fly into Krakow, the southern part of Poland.
I think that's where we flew in.
Yeah.
Krakow. That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right. So excited.
We're talking about Poland.
Excited.
Say hi to Lefty. Come here. We're talking about Poland and Slovakia.
I have a Polish sponsor.
He has a Polish sponsor.
I have a Polish sponsor. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Happy name day.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
He said happy name day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Happy name day to you. Happy name day to you. Happy name day to you. Happy name day to you.
Thank you.
We're talking about the pierogies and the tartar and all the food in Slovakia and Poland.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
I went there a few years ago. I did a tour of that area.
Where? Poland?
Went to Poland, Czechoslovakia, all the way down to Bucharest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we got stopped somewhere along the way every place, and
That's
good.
cool.
So good. Yeah, and that soup. What's that soup called that you have there?
Which one?
I don't know.
Goulash?
What is it? That was the other one, but I had the goulash too. Borscht?
Well, goulash is more Hungarian.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. There was this soup too that was really good. I can't remember.
we have lots of soups.
Yeah. What's
meal.
like your mainstay soup? What's like a staple?
Cabbage soup, lentil soup, noodle soup.
My favorite's the dill.
The dill soup?
But they have, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't know. It had a name.
yeah.
I was just too busy eating. Filling my pie
food.
hole.
Oh.
Yeah. Filling my pie hole up. Loved it.
All right. Uh-oh, she's going shopping.
Oh, there you go. Get something for me.
Was I disturbing your vacuuming?
Yeah. My
phone was on
Yeah.
silent.
Chikolvik.
Okay.
Give me
Her
something
accent?
good and chocolate and fattening.
All right. Back to
Love
the show.
you.
All right. So that's the big news I had to drop is season 6 of the AK Corner is returning, and the presenting sponsor is Pioneer Arms Corps. So go show them some love and be paying, like I said, be paying attention because we're going to be doing some awesome giveaways for you lead heads.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really excited. So like I said, I've got a couple of those on the way, and I'm gonna do videos with those guns that are coming. PM63 also. Pioneer Arms makes the PM63. The PPS, that gun you see up there above me, PPS 43.
Hey, you need to shoot some with this.
With the Firebirds. All right, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Yep. So
we need to get you down to Texas.
Those range days that Marco and I talked about, that we've been talking about the last few episodes, we're going to be putting those together. We're still working on those. Details to come on those. But Pioneer is going to get involved with those as well. So those are going to be awesome. So stay tuned. That's all I can say.
Dude, that's going to be badass.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
She left the door open. Hold on.
Now, there's a party going on at the Joneses.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to keep up with the Joneses.
God.
But, Firebird targets. we haven't really talked about them much other than what they are and what they do. Give us a little bit of history about the company, Firebird Targets.
It actually started in England.
In England?
In England.
Oh, my gosh.
Of all places, it started in England.
King England.
And now there are two separate companies. There's a company in England and there's a company in the U.S. And the one is right down, Firebird Targets is right down the street from me here, just south of Fort Worth in Whiskey Flats.
I like that name, Whiskey Flats.
And we manufacture them all 100% made in Texas.
But these are a non-binary type of explosive, whereas like tannerite, people are familiar with what tannerite is, and that's two different compounds that you mix together to get an explosive. But then they also, you have to have a certain velocity projectile go through them to set them off. Yeah,
with the binaries, you have to mix them. You have to make sure there's no humidity. You have to make sure there's a bunch of factors going in. There's a shelf life. There's a bunch of factors that go into the binary targets. And there's also a bunch of laws and factors that go into effect with using them that can get people in trouble. With the Firebird targets, they ship like ammunition. You can't get in trouble because there's no mixing them. And you literally purchase them, open the package, peel that sticker, stick it to a hard surface, and shoot them. And we've gone to the lengths of putting diagrams. If you want it loud, you put it on steel. If you don't want it as loud, you put it on wood. You can adjust the volume of the reaction.
Yeah.
It's
and
pretty
if you
simple.
Want it to be ooey gooey, put it on a watermelon.
Yeah, exactly. It does need a hard backer. It's actually a lot of fun, and we've been doing competitions with them where we'll set this target. It's a 65 because it's 65 millimeters.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sell
the
a 50
diameter.
millimeter. Correct.
The diameter.
And what we were doing is during the center fire and rimfire competitions, even the air gun competitions, we'll put them out at 200 and 500 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $500 to the first person that can shoot it with one shot or at least amount of shots. You get 5 shots to do it and to detonate the target.
Mm.
And we'd hold shooting competitions to see who's the best shot.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, explosions are fun to begin with, but you get instant recognition on you're kind of like steel, when you hit steel.
Yes.
But this, you get the visual and the audio recognition.
And when you get down to precision shooting, hitting an IPSC target, it's a certain size, and you don't have to be, when it comes to the world of precision, or when you're getting down to pinpoint accuracy, hitting a steel gets to be pretty easy for a lot of guys. And like, ding, oh, I hit it. Well, where'd you hit it? Oh, I clipped the side. So when people are wanting to hone their skills, you drop that target down to a bullseye, literally the size of a bullseye, and make them go for accuracy instead of just slinging lead.
Yeah.
It ups their game. And while they're having fun, you get a payoff at the end of it. You get an explosion.
Who doesn't like an explosion, right?
Exactly.
I love me an explosion, baby.
And when I talked to the owner about it, he said, oh yeah, he saw the need for this because when they saw people shooting and you get the light up, the instant hit recognitions, the ones that light up on the back of the IPSC targets, they don't always go off.
Mm-hmm.
He said, now if you have an explosion and smoke, there's no doubt.
Sure.
that is an instant payoff. There's no, well, I'm not sure if that one went off or not. And, I blinked. I didn't get to see it flash.
Mm-hmm.
No, now you hear it, you see it.
Yeah. Or the steel. Sometimes you can't really tell if you hit the steel or not, depending on the distance.
And
this you get visual and audio.
Oh, yeah. And the smoke sticks around, and it's a payoff. And we started doing trick shots back and forth with a couple people on social media. I mean, our trick shots got a little bit out of hand.
Hey, there's nothing out of hand about trick shots. The wilder, the better, right?
Well, the last one I did to cap off the years, I took a 25 cal pellet at 25 or 30 yards and shot it down the barrel of a 30 cal barrel and hit a Firebird target. That was a pain in the ass. Took 4 shots and I finally did it. I shot it down a 32-inch barrel.
You know what you should do? You should recreate the Hathcock, the rooster shot of the sniper shooting the sniper scope and hitting the other sniper.
We did that.
What in the world? Is this a Disney movie? Come on.
No, it's my wife calling now again.
Does she not know you're recording?
Yeah, she just left here.
You better answer.
Here.
It might be an emergency.
Hello.
Is it still on the Leslie?
Yes.
Okay, asking Borscht.
Yes. That's what it was. Borscht, yes.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yeah, okay. I think that's more Hungarian, I believe.
But I had it. I had it in Poland or
Could be Hungarian or Polish.
Yeah. He was in Poland.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Czechoslovakia also.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
I'm glad she called because that was bugging the crap out of me. I was like, it's like a well-known.
She's the only one that rings through on Do Not Disturb.
I got you.
And
you got to have her to ring through.
She's the one. If once you put her on something, if it bugs her, she will.
I'm the same way. Yeah, until I get that answer. So
I actually recreated that shot before through the scope.
The Hathcock?
Yes. I did it at 100 yards, and then we stretched out to 500 yards, and it's not as easy as people think.
Oh, it's not at 100. It wouldn't be. It still wouldn't be. And you got the scopes back in those days weren't these big things. They were still.
No, it is. At 100, it took 7-8 shots. Then at 500, it took, I think it was 18 shots to get it to pass through both lenses without exiting the side of the tube.
Did you do that with a Firebird?
No, this is before I got with Firebird. This was.
So I'm saying you need to do it with a Firebird target.
Yeah,
you got that optic sponsor, so have them provide you with it's like some second-hand ones, ones that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go to a bunch of swap meets and get some junk scopes.
Oh, just hit up the optics people. They'll have some for you. It'll be cool. That'll be a cool little thing that we could do. I dig that.
We'll try.
But, so the owner, is the owner the one that's here? Is he from England?
No, he's from the U.S. Okay. There's a guy in England that runs Firebird in the UK, and then there's one that runs Firebird USA.
Okay, but it's a European company.
No, there's Firebird over there, and then there's Firebird USA. They're two separate companies.
Okay.
They're two different designs, two different styles, and this one actually says Firebird targets.
These are USA. Probably cooler than the ones that are in England.
Oh yeah,
because it's England and they have a king.
These are
you're restricted on all the stuff that you can do.
Yeah, these are a lot better.
Yeah. So and there's some new things coming. Yeah, there's new things coming. We talked about that earlier. But with these, you've got two different sizes. As far as the potency, they're the same potency, right?
Yeah, just different amounts of energetics.
Yeah.
One because of the size. And we have one that comes in IR reflective. So for people doing night vision shoots.
Yeah.
You put these out and it reflects your IR laser or your IR light.
Yeah. What I see those good for too, another use for those would be if you've got like coyotes and varmints and things like that you're trying to shush off. I mean, you can shoot them. Yes, definitely you can shoot them. But if you want to like really scare all of them away, you put those out at a distance to where they normally are at and put those Firebirds out there and blow up a couple of those in their area. That'll scare them off for a long time.
It gets things moving. And we've sent them out to night vision shoots like Naughty After Dark, Huck's Works, and a couple other companies have used them for their night vision shoots. And it brings a whole nother element. Even the nighttime clay pigeon shoots.
Yeah. They have nighttime clay pigeon shoots?
Oh, yeah. Glow-in-the-dark clay pigeons.
Okay.
And they glue them on the bottom, or they put them on the bottom, and the birds that are coming at you, you can see the Firebird target underneath. And if you see the face of it, the cool thing is if you shoot it in the back, it doesn't activate. You have to shoot it in the front.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, and it's amazing. When they go off, it is just happiness.
It's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun. And you watch people's reaction. You know, after they shoot a machine gun, they got that machine gun smile.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've got the Firebird explosion.
It's
grin,
the giddiness.
Yeah.
It's the giddiness of them. They're just like, you could just see it.
They're so
and
fun.
The first time someone lets it off, they're like, oh, this little puck. And they put it up there, and then all of a sudden they shoot it, and you watch their initial reaction. It is worth every minute.
So I don't know if you can talk about the components that go into making that up. I mean, that's probably a proprietary thing, but basics what it is that does
blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears. And eagle piss.
Yeah.
A little bit of eagle piss that goes in there. America
goes inside it.
Yeah. But to keep it, I guess, out of certain restrictive laws, is you only can put so much of this explosive in it, or is there a limit to how much you can, how big you can make one? You know, that
America.
And I'm not talking about a person, an individual. I'm talking about you guys as a company. The reason why you only make them one potency.
No, we have different sizes, but this is for packaging purposes. We want to put as many as we can inside one.
Yeah,
like making cost effectiveness.
Here's my question. I don't think you're understanding my question. So, like 10 pounds of TNT.
Yeah, that would be it'd be shipping problems at that point.
Okay, so you keep them at a certain potency for the shipping.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my question.
Because there at a certain point you have problems with shipping.
Yeah. So there are laws and restrictions that if you go over a certain amount of, help me here, explosive-ness, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah. If you go over a certain like even with ammo, if you go over a certain amount, you fall under a different category of shipping, and then it gets to the point where it's not cost effective.
Yeah.
It just becomes so ridiculous, and it doesn't.
But as I have mentioned on this show several times, just like you can stack those gift cards and make them more potent, stronger gift cards, that's all I'm going to say.
I can neither confirm or deny.
But I will make a suggestion, because I've been using these for a while, before you were even involved, before I even knew you. I had some Firebird targets, and I did I think I did an Instagram video several years ago, like three, I don't know, ago. And me and Drew were out at the farm, and we were shooting them with different calibers just to see how they would work. But I found that stickiness is, if it's a dirty surface, it's not going to stick. Dirty, dusty, like a tree, like trying to stick one on a tree. It's tough to do that. But, duct tape or something like that, you can put that over the front of it and still shoot it, and it'll go off.
Yeah, and don't use a staple gun.
No, don't do that.
Don't do stupid
I hope you've
shit.
got that on there too as a
Yes.
do not
Now we do.
use a staple gun.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We had to put stuff on there for stupid people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you have it on the label.
Yeah, and it's
Or nail.
You need a-
Don't nail it.
yeah. You need a hard backer, and don't put it on a fence post like a chain link fence post, a round pipe, because it needs. If it's on a pipe, and let's say you hit it here, it's going to rotate off. You're not getting any of the impact. It just deflects. You need it on a flat back, so on impact, it takes the full impact to activate it.
Yeah. Here's a suggestion for you guys. You take it or leave it. You know these little hangers?
Yeah.
You put one of those on the back of it, and then that way you could hang it on something. Also, as an
that's
option, just another option.
Yeah, but we put it on there so you have a surface that it sticks to, because when you put it on a hanger, now you have it floating out. You need it back against, because if
I
it's
see.
floating and it hits like this,
Yeah.
you're just blowing material everywhere.
Yeah.
You have to have it stuck against a flat object to get the
Full
activation.
effect.
Correct.
The full effect of it. But you could still, like on a tree, if it's not sticking, then you could use that little hanger to put it up with. I'm just saying. Just thinking. Outside the box. Tons laughing at me. All right, we'll move on from product suggestions from Lefty. R&D from Lefty. What else unique about the Firebird targets, Ton?
Dude,
What else sets
It's
them
been-
apart?
the fact that you can actually set them off with a crossbow. You can set them off with a bow and arrow. I've detonated them with a throwing knife.
Obviously, a staple gun will set them off.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And don't try to set them off with a hammer either.
What about if somebody threw it in a fire?
Anything will burn.
Yeah.
And with any energetic, you throw it in a fire, it will go off.
So that don't throw them in a fire.
Yeah, don't throw them in fire.
'Cause it's
Minimum
gonna
safe
explode your
distance,
fire.
unlike other products that are out on the market, don't get me wrong, there's no other product on the market like this. But this is only 50 feet safe distance. Unlike
Always use iPro, either way.
Yes. Eye and ear. It's not quiet.
Yeah, if you're deaf. It doesn't matter. You're deaf.
At 50 feet, sorry, at 50 feet, it could be loud.
Yeah.
At 100 feet, not that bad.
I mean, I shot them and it wasn't bad at all. I was in the woods and
And we're talking, it's not deafening, but we're talking at about 110 decibels.
yeah.
Which
As
is
a
not-
company, they got to put that disclaimer out there. Eyes
Yes.
and ears. Eyes and ears.
Where there's the other detonating products out there on the market, minimum safe distance is 100 yards. This is 50 feet. We're at 110 decibels, where other ones are peaking close to 160 plus decibels.
Yeah.
We've gone through extreme lengths to make this safe,
Safer.
so people can enjoy it. Yeah,
It's
and-
not safe. This is not, it's an explosive. So
Yeah,
by
it's
no means is this
safer.
safe.
Yeah, it's like
If you follow directions, then you're safe.
yeah,
You're going to be safe.
it's as safe as we can make it for what is lacking these days in common sense.
Yeah. And there's no shortage of that.
Yes,
Definitely. But what
But
I think
there-
is really cool is that, you don't have to have a certain velocity. So like you said, an arrow, you could set this off with, with your arrow.
yeah. There's a mixture of mass and velocity that sets these off. Like we're setting them off. It's recommended 850 feet per second. A projectile going 850 feet per second. That's for air guns because you're shooting a very light projectile. I mean, usually in the 25 grain range.
Right. And it does still have to penetrate that plastic.
It has to penetrate the plastic.
Yeah.
And if you shoot that 25 grain projectile and you're shooting about 500, 600 feet per second, you have to penetrate, and that's muzzle velocity. That's when you leave the muzzle, you're shedding velocity instantly. So when it gets downrange to that 50-foot mark, you're even less than that. So you have to take that into consideration on impact.
Yeah.
Now, a driven bird, a clay pigeon coming at you, your shot's going at, the energy is multiplied because you have an object coming at you and shot going towards it, plus the rotation, you get the energy that's actually produced that needs it.
So I got a trick shot for you. You know those people that do the aspirins?
Oh, yeah.
That'll shoot the aspirins? Put an aspirin on one of your targets. and even if you miss the aspirin, but you hit the target, it's going to blow the aspirin up. And you're like, oh, I hit it.
Oh, I got it.
It's
anyway.
more of a smart ass trick shot, you know.
I did a ricochet shot.
A ricochet.
Yep. I put a 10-inch steel round target, and I put another target. I ricocheted the pellet off the steel and hit the Firebird.
On purpose?
Yes.
You did it on purpose?
Yeah. And I got it on the first shot.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, Ton. Listeners, email me a trick shot that you would like to see Ton perform. TalkingLead@gmail.com. A trick shot with the Firebird target set off a Firebird target. Like you said, he just did a ricochet one right there. He's done shooting through little small holes and all kinds of stuff. So, a trick shot that you would like to see Ton Jones perform with the Firebird targets.
It has to be realistic,
or not. I mean,
yeah, I can still try.
I want to hear all ideas.
Actually, I do too, because I want to see.
Yes,
I want to see if I can.
The more realistic, the better. You know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I could shoot a pellet down a barrel and activate one. That was actually someone came up with it. They're like, if you think you're so badass, why don't you try to shoot a pellet down another barrel and activate it? And I was like,
all right. And here's the first suggestion, Ton.
Oh God.
This is the first suggestion.
Okay.
And I don't think this has been done. This will be a first. Okay. So we've got multiple Firebird targets. Okay.
All right.
And you've got them not like stacked on top of each other, but you've got them like a foot or so space behind one another. 5 to 10 Firebird targets. One shot, set them all off.
I would have to build something for that.
I mean, not really. I mean, you just have stakes and you put the Firebird targets on each.
I would have to, you want them separated.
Yeah, so the bullet goes through one, it sets it off. The same bullet goes through another, sets it off. Same bullet goes through another, hits it, sets it, and so on. So I want to see how many of those that you can string together.
I want to have to make a jig to hold them so the impact will set each one off so it doesn't deflect each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Challenge. There's your challenge. You like
you
that?
You suck.
Do you like that? I've been saving that.
You suck.
I've been saving that for you. So there's the first Leadhead challenge for you right there, brother.
Damn. You come out of the gate swinging.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right. I could build something.
All right. There you go. The challenge has been accepted, Leadheads. So
damn.
No time frame on this.
All right.
But we would like to see it before the end of the year.
Introducing our new belly band holster. Whether you're hitting the gym or running a quick errand, our belly band is one of the most comfortable and safest ways to carry your firearm. The center section allows you to carry most common pistols. Left or right-handed, this has you covered. A hard laminate trigger shield protects the firearm's trigger from unwanted intrusion, giving you ease of mind while carrying every day. 2 elastic sleeves give you the flexibility to carry other everyday items, such as spare mags, flashlight, knife, or pepper spray. 2 zippered pockets run on both sides, offering the option to carry smaller items, such as money, cards, or keys. Flush fit on your lower back or waist, easily keeping your setup discreet no matter how you choose to carry. Utilizing 3D spacer mesh, these channels allow for exceptional and efficient airflow, giving you maximum comfort and keeping you cool. Carry whenever you want, how you want, with our new belly band holster. Available now.
Go to missionfirsttactical.com. Use the code LEADHEAD for an exclusive listener-only 20% discount. Maybe something we set up at one of our range days that you do.
This year or next year?
This year. This is our kickoff episode. So I mean, you got you got 12 months to get her done, son.
All right.
I think it'd be pretty easy to do. You just got to figure out which caliber you need to use.
Yeah, I need to figure out which caliber and what kind of jig I can make.
Yeah, that you can get the maximum amount. I mean, maybe you can set off 20. And that's a thing that we start is like, it's like, all right, that's a new challenge for everybody. It's like, how many can you set off? You know, we'll do a world record.
Oh, man.
And you're going to start it off. You're going to start the world record off.
All right.
With your
all
shot.
right. We'll
then the challenge is to everybody after that, how many can you set off?
This might be the start of the Kabloowey Club Challenge.
There you go. The Kabloowey Club Challenge. And it's like whoever sets the most off will have like a prize for them or something.
Yeah, we could probably do this.
I think that would be a good little challenge.
We might throw some money in on this.
There you go. Or a prize, a prize.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make it a listener competition too.
Oh, man. All right, challenge accepted.
All right, there you go. But you got to do it first.
I'll do it first.
So Leadheads, don't try to beat Ton to the punch. He's got to do it first. So if you do it before him, doesn't count.
All right, I'm gonna.
This is ours. We trademarked and patented this shot. So,
all right,
get on the legal things and patent and do all that you got to do. This is our shot, Ton.
Yep, we'll set this up as the Kabloowey Club Challenge.
There you go. The Leadhead Kabloowey Club Challenge. I love it.
Oh man, here we go. Starting off the year with the challenge already.
So this is going to be a good year. 2024, kicking off with the AK Corner, letting you know we got Pioneer Arms Corps. We're going to do some Firebird challenges. That's not going to be the only ones we're going to do. We're going to do some more stuff with Ton and Firebird. We're going to have a good time with them. Mission First Tactical's got a lot of new stuff that we're going to be doing with them. They had a lot of new stuff in 20. It was a big year for Mission First with their belly band holster.
Yeah.
Their Pro Series holsters that have the magnetic retention, which I don't have mine here because I was showing it to somebody over the holidays.
Mine's in the truck.
The what was it? Oh, their bags. Their new tactical bags. That they're not tactical bags, but the Gray Man bags, which don't make you look tactical. The Acros. What else? They had the attachment. They're a little attachment thing where you can put it Velcro attachment, so you can attach multiple things to whatever. It's a multi-purpose, multi-use little attachment thing. I don't know. It's a little gizmo.
The gizmo.
It's a little gizmo. It's cool. And, of course, their AR mags that they've got, their AR-10 mags. Those aren't new, but they've got those. But there was something else new that they came out with this year. It'll come to me. But so many stuff. So much.
They had a lot of stuff this year.
They had a whole lot of stuff this year. And then Keltec, if y'all haven't seen, Keltec's coming out with a Gen 3 Sub 2000.
What?
Yes, a Gen 3 Sub 2000. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. Hopefully, they're going to make some drastic changes to it. From the Gen 1 to the Gen 2, as far as the aesthetics, they changed, or the ergonomics and everything of it.
Now they got a Gen 3.
Now they got a Gen 3 coming out.
They're killing me.
I have no clue as to what it's going to... They haven't told me anything. They tell me
Okay, let's see. Mission First had the.
But you can bet we're going to have them on the show when it drops, and
Yeah.
we're going to talk about it. And I guarantee it's going to be at SHOT Show when they do it.
Oh, the sling bag. The sling bag from Mission
No,
First.
that's the Acro. Yeah, the Acro. They got 3 bags. The
Acro,
sling,
the 3 bags.
the minimum, and then the big one. 2L, 3L, or something like that. 20L.
The holster, the multi-platform mount.
That's it. Multi-platform mount. Thank you.
Yep.
Yep. And then, of course, you use the code LEADHEAD at Mission First Tactical. You get 20% off. Still running that. Leadhead. Also use Leadhead at Seal1, seal1.com. You get 25% off at Seal1. Lockdown, you use code Leadhead, get 15% off. I assume that still works. I haven't checked with them.
Yes.
Kraken.
Thank you.
Kraken cases. Talking Lead, 10% off. And I had to talk to Ben. I haven't talked to Ben in a while. I don't know if they've got anything new out yet or not. They were coming out with some new stuff. And then, of course, Firebird targets they got to be different. It's Talking Lead 15 at Firebird targets to get those awesome disc Firebird
right there
explosions.
Little pucks of happiness.
So if you want to take part in that challenge, you go ahead and start stocking up on them now, because I'm gonna predict that Ton will go through 15. His first try, he'll hit 15. You think you can set up 15?
I want to start building the jig probably this weekend.
You got to take into account the explosion and knocking another, so you'll have to test it out a few times. I might need to come up there and help you test that out.
I think so.
Yeah, might need to do that.
I think we'll have to film an episode here.
You can go to Keltec and use the code LEADHEAD, and you get 15% off anything at Keltec, non-firearms related. Or not related, but non-firearms. You can get their accessories and things like that. Keltec. ASP USA is Leadhead, and I didn't make a banner for Leadhead, but you use code Leadhead at ASP USA, and he's upped it to 25%. You get 25% off. You know, they've got these awesome flashlights, dual fuel flashlights at ASP USA. They've got the practice guns. They call them the red guns, but a lot of people know them as the blue guns. Theirs are red. You can get those. They got handcuffs. They've got batons. Should be 25% off anything. It used to be just the lights, but I think you can use that code and get 25% off anything. Let me know if that doesn't work, if you guys go and try and use that on something other than the flashlights. But their flashlights are awesome. I love them. I've got like 5 different. Here's another one right here. I got sitting there.
Ooh.
Really good lights. Like them. Defiant Munitions, their Leadhead also, 10% off Defiant Munitions. And then for our AK Corner apparel and leadies, you got your leady there? You hold it up.
Do I got my leady
Look
here?
at him. Your AK Corner, you can use the code Leadhead, get 10% off anything at Factory 47. That's Factory, FAKTORY 47.com. And then, of course, Whiskey River Beef, WRB 2023, 10% off. Mean Arms, they are offering a discount to you leadheads. Talking Lead, you get 10% off anything at Mean Arms. And they've got their Ambi charging handles on their website now. So you can go get those Ambi charging handles at Mean Arms. It's a great episode. You guys go back, check that episode out with David that I did with Mean Arms a couple episodes back. Really good. Talking about their ball bearing delayed upper, 9mm upper that they've got. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet stuff. I think I got everybody. I think that's everybody so far.
What about the generators and the survival stuff?
Nope. Not working with them anymore.
Damn it.
Nope. So that's it. We'll have more as the season goes. We got more news to announce, more sponsors that we're going to be bringing on, more discount codes. So be participating, be listening.
We need to get you out here to do some of these challenges.
I'm down. I'm down for it.
We're going to blow some shit up.
I'm for it. Put that in your marketing budget. Fly Lefty in for blowing shit up.
Yep, we'll bring you out, do a cookout.
Oh, well, we've already talked about me and Prentice coming down there and.
Yep, we have
doing some
at the range. We have a smoker. We have a big fire pit out there. We have a cabin.
There you go. Rub it in.
It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck.
All right, Leadheads. That does it for the very first episode of the 2024 Talking Lead podcast. Ton, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, brother. And just remember,
if you don't listen, you suck.
Listen or you suck, and AKs are better.
There you go. AKs are better. We're going to find that out. Hopefully we can get that AK corner, AK versus AR on the range this year. That's one of our goals, is to get that.
We already know.
I think that's going to happen. We got to get Ton out there for that. So, Ton, again, where can everybody go? Firebird Targets website, Instagrams.
Firebirdtargets.com, Firebird Targets on Instagram, or Ton Jones Official. Go to my link tree and you can find it on there. Talking Lead 15. And we're going to make sure you send all your trick shot suggestions to talkingled@gmail.com. And we're going to start the Kabloowey challenge off right away.
We got to call that. So we got to come up with a name for that one. But
we actually have shirts made that is for any of the challenges. It's called the Kabloowey Club Challenge.
Yeah, but for this particular challenge, each one needs to have a name. It's like the long
Ton now has indigestion because I have to come up with a new jig.
Exactly. But anyway, that's it, Leadheads. Appreciate it. AK Corner coming up the 15th. We're going to be on schedule like we are every year. Around the 15th when it's going to drop, unless the 15th is like a Sunday. But our first guest will be Pioneer Arms Corps. We've got all the way from Poland, Michael, and I'm not going to say his last because I'll butcher it. CJ.
We should ask my wife.
And Marco going to be joining us, and I'll make a post asking for questions and comments for that episode coming up soon, so be paying attention. But Ton, again, thank you. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, bro.
It's going to be a great new year for Talking Lead and the Leadhead Brigade. I know it's going to be for you and the Firebird Targets. And Leadheads, Happy New Year to you. And talkingled@gmail.com. I want to hear from you. Suggestions for guests, topics, all that you'd like to hear or see from the show. Because we're here for you.
And he wants pictures of you at the gym.
No, I don't. Don't do it, Pierce. I do not want pictures of you at the gym. So, Pierce, do not send me those.
At talkingled@gmail.com. Send pictures of you at the gym.
Until the next episode, Leadheads, as always, keep your loved ones close.
And your firearms closer.
And shoot the Firebird targets at a safe distance wearing your Ear Pro and Eye Pro. And don't use a staple gun, because that's just stupid. And I don't know how to stop it. Here we go. End recording.